next guest is Shawn DeLude, president of Nauset Disposal. And I'm also here before he says hello with Peter Myerson as my co-host for the day. From Cohn, Rasnick, Myerson, and Plout.
Oh, you finally got it right, Jeff. Thank you very much.
Sometimes I get some things right. Shawn, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Peter, pleasure to be with you.
Do you want to tell us first about the business, what it does?
Sure. Well, as you mentioned, I am the president of Nauset Disposal. Nauset Disposal is a solid waste and recycling company. We also dabble in some liquid waste as well. We're located on the Lower Cape in Orleans on Cape Cod.
How'd you get into the business?
Long story, actually. I've been in the business for about 25, 26 years now. Got into it right after high school. I was looking for a job that was going to support me as I was putting myself through college. And there was a local company on the Cape that really had the market cornered on the Lower Cape, particularly in the Orleans to Provincetown area. And started working for them during the summers. So kind of caught my eye, and it was a good job. Got to be outside and have a lot of fun.
And you saw an opportunity.
I definitely saw an opportunity.
Did you always see yourself as an entrepreneur, that you were looking for an opportunity? Was the entrepreneurship in your family, or is this just something that's about you?
I'd say that's kind of a loaded question. I would say I became an entrepreneur, and I think that was just by seeing what was going on around me. As a young man entering the world of business, particularly local business on the Cape, and having such local ties that I did, I found it interesting how small local businesses were competing against larger businesses. And I found that really fascinating, and I found a niche in that.
So how do you stack up in terms of size in what you're doing now?
We're currently the largest independent solid waste company on Cape Cod, so pretty good.
That's quite an achievement.
So what do you think your competitive advantage is that's made it so that you're the largest?
Well, I started Nauset Disposal about 15 years ago, went on my own. I had a lot of experience on that small company. Then I actually had some corporate time, so I was able to see a lot of the different facets of the business. I did find that there was a niche for a local company, a company that was actually keeping money here on the Cape, really sort of doing battle with the big box businesses. I saw an economy that was struggling here that needed support, and we really chose that as our business model. Hiring local people and bettering the local economy. So that was kind of our niche. That's really what set us apart. I think I answered your question.
Yeah, you did a good job.
How many employees do you have?
Currently we're up to about 35 year-round employees.
And where do you go from here? I mean, you've got a successful business.
I'm going to ask another question first, if you don't mind. Because I think going from here, I like it. It's sort of a futurist question. It's a competitive world out there. Do you see threats 2014 in terms of getting to your goals?
No question. I think with technology and how available information is to us certainly has changed how everyone does business, particularly here on the Cape, which is usually a sheltered environment. Things become more competitive because the availability of finding information online. A lot of people tend to be doing more business with the larger stores, the online presence. There tends to be some pricing, doing business with the lower priced provider, that sort of thing. And I strongly believe that that's not what it's about, that it's more important to be supporting our local economy. So.